your mics are hot. You feel me?
So am I.
Got some hot mics.
And that was a wrong clip to play. You know what you say when you say something a little bit, a little bit fruity. No. You know what you got to play?
You don't want zero problems, big fella.
Literally like a child.
Just let him play with himself.
Whoa.
And there it is. I knew if I just held out, you guys would say something incriminating. Just had to be patient. What's up, guys? Welcome to a Bin Podcast After Dark. We got Wayne in here, looking like a smooth operator if I've ever seen one. He's been listening to Sade and drinking Fiji water all day. Next up is Brenna, looking red as the sun. Standing in a field of tulips, she's the one that you can't let get away.
That's not tulips.
So you ballsed it up already.
Jesus, that's not tulips. Those are California golden poppies. Jesus Christ. I'm out. Can't do
Who
it.
knew?
Done. We're done.
Well,
That's
I didn't know that.
state flower.
I didn't know that they were the Californian variety because they weren't currently engulfed in flames.
That's why they look like flames. They're mimicking their environment.
It's camouflage from predators.
Don't burn us, we're fire too.
This is why we're the golden state, right?
We're already on fire. No need to come here.
Move on by. Move on by.
We're gonna have to
nothing to burn here. Already ablaze. Thank you.
So we're gonna have to change this because this is like the spring, right? So eventually we're just going to have to put it just as a just fog, because that's what fall and winter is in California. It's just fog.
And for us international people, fall means autumn.
You know what?
You know what? Just because you're wearing a turtleneck jumper does not mean that you have to be a pretentious dick.
Why do you guys keep acting like you're better than me? Yeah, shut up, Meg. That's your name now, Meg.
Wow.
Let's do a little.
Shall I put a beanie
on? We were right. We told you so. We were right. We told you so. Ashton Kutcher left his foundation, or he has resigned. Mm-hmm. Drew Barrymore put out an apology video, and we were right about something else. I forgot. We had 3. We were 3 for 3.
We got so Ashton Kutcher, Drew Barrymore not only sent out a apology video that looked exactly like the Ashton Kutcher Mila Kunis apology video. You know, all like disheveled, no makeup. They're all in their cozies. I'm sorry. And then eventually she canceled her show because why? God.
But isn't she in one of the unions?
All her writers are. They were all striking in front of her show. She had no writers.
She broke the picket line of her own people.
Yeah.
So she became a scab.
Yes. That was
and actually... she's like, why is everybody mad at me? It's like, oh, boo-boo, you're so stupid. Come here.
We weren't going to talk about any projects. It was just bros be bros.
So wrapped up in her own self-importance.
She don't forgot.
Exactly. Well done, my darling.
She just come here, girl. Color this page right here. Just color this page. You clearly are not built for this anymore.
Yeah.
Not no more.
Yeah.
That ET money's run out now, isn't it? So she's got to do something.
She said, the economy. People aren't buying ET anymore.
We got it.
Not buying ET like the 90s. I tell you that. It's a golden era.
Exactly.
It was a golden era. We thought it would never end. I want you guys to go on a trip with me. We're going on a field trip.
Okay.
We're going to space.
Now, for those of you with telescopes this month, heads up
Me.
that Neptune will be in opposition on the 19th of September, meaning it's in
Seen it.
180 degrees opposite direction from the sun in the sky, so it's perfectly lit from our perspective here on Earth.
It's lit, yo.
It will be the brightest it will get in the
She's so
sky, plus
straight.
it's going to be
She fucking. It's lit.
visible
It's
all
lit,
night from
everybody.
wherever you are in the world. So it is a
So if you guys have a decent telescope or a really decent set of binoculars like I have astronomy binoculars. I can't afford a telescope yet. Patreon.com/thebinpodcast.
I have a set of astronomy, the binoculars too. Just
So
so you know.
if you can get away from those bright LA lights for a couple of seconds.
First off, I don't live in LA.
Can you let me have my joke? Can I have one
No.
joke?
No, you have
Jesus.
no,
You
no,
know.
no.
No one knows where
Sit
you
down
live,
and
and that's a
shut
good
up.
thing. No one knows where you live, and that is a good thing. We don't want people to know where you live. So LA is where you live for all
I
of
do
my
not
jokes.
live in LA for the love of anything better. Anything's better than LA.
Listen, just because you live in Topeka doesn't mean you can.
Tijuana.
We'll just keep putting you in Jersey City. Just because you're in Jersey City doesn't mean that you can't get away from those bright Hollywood
Look.
lights.
Jersey City's better than LA. Just saying that.
But yeah, if you can get out somewhere dark and you have some binocs that are decent and you're patient, I seen it.
perfect time to try and spot Neptune with that bluish glow
Oh, this is Dr. Becky. You guys should check her channel out. As if half of you aren't fucking subscribed already, giving her platinum fucking YouTube button over here.
that it has. But again, you can only do this with a telescope. It's too faint to be seen with the naked eye, unfortunately. It's around about 50 times fainter than the Andromeda galaxy, which in the darkest of skies appears as just ever so slight fuzzy patch.
So get outside and go look at some stars and look at
Shoot
some
your
planets.
TV.
Don't try to do that here. I'm glad I looked when I did. It has been overcast and raining for the last 3 days. I think this is all that leftover shit from the hurricanes in the
Yeah,
Taffins. So
We just got the tail end of a hurricane that came from your manor.
is it Ian?
Is it? Is it a little bit windy.
Yeah.
So of course the country shut down.
Oh no, my windshield is damp as all hell.
Did you see the sun for like a second and just got
Yeah.
scared?
Oh yeah. It's like, what is this precipitation? we must halt everything.
Quick, close the schools.
No, that's
Close
California.
the schools.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
don't. We're not very good with any kind of abnormal weather over here at all.
Brenda, you're a weather expert. What kind of abnormal weather you think this is? This is an F-35, by the way.
Doing a vertical landing from the looks of things.
So cool. Oh no. It's gone. It's gone pear-shaped. It's gone pear-shaped.
Oh, he just crashed.
You want to turn that
shit.
off, mate?
Engine's,
Might want to turn that off.
engine's still going. We out.
Kill the engines.
We out.
Oh shit.
That's.
I mean, it's on the ground. You could have just popped the lid and just walked out. It was a bit
I'm not
dramatic.
getting out of that thing when it's acting all crazy like that. Fucking launch me out, dude. Fuck that. Get me out of there. Zero.
Massive overkill.
So that's an F-35, and that's how great they are, and we're missing one. Kind of.
Well, a roughly 24-hour search for one of the military's most sophisticated aircraft is over this afternoon, but the questions are just beginning. And it all started Sunday after a Navy fighter
Sorry, I have to go murder a small dog. I'll be right back.
pilot was forced to eject from an F-35. The stealth jet kept flying on autopilot, eventually crashing nearly 80 miles away. And our Sam Brock is in Williamsburg County, South Carolina, where it's believed the plane went down.
A high-level mystery this morning in South Carolina's Low Country. A $100 million F-35 fighter jet missing for a day.
100 million.
Eventually found last night where it apparently crashed in this rural area, according to the military, 2 hours northeast from Joint Base Charleston.
You know, is this like dropping your contacts lens on the floor or in the pool?
Well, the fact that it's a
stealth.
missing stealth jet, like, it's a stealth jet. Isn't that the whole purpose of the jet? Is not to be found.
That's like
What's
losing. That's like losing your truckload of ghillie suits in a field.
Was
Good
that the same
luck.
jet?
That's right. I
No,
can't
but was
find them. Isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, it's a
Was that the
stealth
same jet?
No,
Oh, I was going to say. So you've
Same
knackered two
brand.
of them.
no, same brand of jet. Yeah, same kind of jet.
It's the same type of jet.
Hmm.
I don't
But
think it was the same
obviously
unit.
something's
Maybe-
going off.
Maybe it was the same one, and that one just got fucking hell bent for revenge. Hey, that's the Skynet. Yo, that's Starscream.
No, Starscream was a Raptor, an F-22 Raptor.
You said it was a Tomcat last time.
No, his original, the G1 was a Tomcat. In the Michael Bay films, he was an F-22 Raptor. Nerd.
F-35 would fuck a Raptor up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but you could tell that was the one that ejected. That was a Navy one because the Navy ones have got a vertical takeoff. All the other ones for the other branches have got different elements to them, but the Navy ones have all got vertical takeoff.
I thought,
Such a nerd.
Brenna, how come all of the planes don't do that? I would like for all of the planes to have vertical takeoff and landing. VTOL
It's-
is the
it's
future that I
very-
was promised in the year 2000. It's 2023 and I have a kid and no flying car.
Well, in the 80s, we had the Harrier jump jet, which
Yeah.
was the very first vertical takeoff jet. And that was used in the Falklands War.
It only took about 45 minutes to take off, too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it takes a lot of energy to
Burn
go
a lot
vertical.
of fuel. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
it takes
hardest-
a lot of
that's-
energy.
That's the hardest way to get mass into the air is vertically.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard. So it's much easier to use,
Aerodynamics.
Well,
Thrust, lift.
airflow.
well, how come?
You're pushing against a lot.
Well, how come more drones don't have wings or something like that to give you some kind of edge? Or are you more worried about the stationary over everything?
Well, so the uncrewed systems there's a whole bunch of different ones. So there are quadcopters which have propellers like helicopters, basically multiple rotors that allow you to move and the stabilization. And there are also ones that look like little airplanes or airplanes.
Do you use
And those are used for distance. I personally, mine are all quadcopters, or multi-rotors.
Mhm.
So they're more they do vertical, and because you have the different rotors that do that. There are some who use the airplane, the fixed wing, for doing long distance stuff. Modeling is like 3D modeling is a big one for
yeah.
use. Delivery, long distance delivery,
Because can you get
uses that.
Because you could have like essentially a glider
Mhm.
with like a tiny, tiny little prop, and that thing will sit up there all day.
Oh yeah. Look up I think is it Helos? I think it's HEL,
SKYNET.
it's something like that. It's a pretty, let's see. I think it's Helos.
Oh, they got people testify. I love people on the street testifying.
Yeah.
Talking heads are brilliant.
Testimonials.
One resident
Yeah.
thinks he heard it go down.
Vox
But I
Pops.
heard the plane coming across.
Uh-huh.
I said, the plane is my.
Now that's a good hat. It's got something written on there in the stitching. It looks like I see AL. I don't know what the rest of it says. Maybe it's racist. I don't know.
And I heard boom.
Maybe
Others
today.
like the
Oh, boom, he say.
Boom.
I said, the flood plain is mighty low. Now I heard boom.
Others, like Vanessa Presley, trying to get a read on
Hey, Vanessa, how you doing, girl?
how this search went off the radar.
Nessa.
Are people here talking about how strange it is that
Damn, you excited in a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me tell you exactly what happened.
Eyes big as hell.
a fighter jet disappeared for 24 hours?
Yes, especially to cost that much amount of money. Yeah. That's just not something that happens every day.
This
She on
Look at
TV.
the
She's
government.
so go ahead,
But
Vanessa.
do you know the worst thing about it? That bit at the start of her clip where she's walking up to a camera, the directors set that up.
Oh yeah.
It's not like she's just randomly just walking down the street. It's like, no, what we need you to do is go and stand over there and just walk straight towards the camera, and then
Right.
we'll interview you.
They,
Oh.
no, they probably had the person walk up to the door and say, "Okay, now I'm gonna walk back, but you're not gonna follow me, and then I'm gonna yell your name, and then you're gonna walk, and we'll start recording when you start walking."
Oh yeah.
The direction. Look at us. We're so meta.
stealth aircraft went missing after the
This is a local news report. Look at us. We're weird.
pilot and only person on board was forced to eject on Sunday. The military base making a plea to the public. If you have any information that may help
On Twitter. Oh, Jesus. America. Fuck yeah.
Damn, boys. Not on
Super.
Twitter. Not on X. Y'all had to pick a post on X. Have you seen my lost F-35?
Yeah, the conspiracy theories are just like going off.
But it is kind of funny that they can't find their stealth plane. Like, the irony is so crippling.
Like Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
Yeah, exactly.
Where did I park that thing? Oh, shit. Oh, God. We're going to be here for
Somebody
weeks.
take the keys out and start clicking.
Like they're at the fucking mall parking lot and they just
Listen
give up.
very carefully, everybody.
I always wanted to, like, you know how people can change their horns? I've always wanted to get like a stupid loud horn for that exact reason. So I can
Oh
always,
my
or if I could like trigger my subwoofers, like trigger the car to come on and the subwoofers to kick on and like to play a song and roll the windows down. Like that would be funny. Just so I could, the sunroof opens and balloons come out.
Yeah, you'd look very
Or like
suspect.
a big giant hologram, like one of those Sims, like green things above it.
Yeah,
It's just, like,
the little
twirls
diamond
around.
thing. Yeah, the
Yeah.
little emerald looking motherfucker. Yeah, give me that.
Green like arrow.
Yeah, that's what the balloon is. It just comes.
Yeah.
Here you go. I just solved it. So if you
gonna
have a
do it.
car, with a trunk, what you can do is you can put the balloon in the trunk with the helium already in it. Tie it inside the trunk. When you're lost, can't find it, boom, boom, pop the trunk. Trunk opens, balloon tries to escape, can't escape, lifts up in the air, you can find your car.
Or you could just remember where you parked.
Or park in the front. But you can't park there, mate.
all these elaborate fucking fixes to a problem that doesn't exist.
Or don't be short.
our recovery teams locate the F-35, please call the Base Defense Operations Center. But how
Why you take the number off? I might want to call and help. I saw it.
details of this
It's
mishap
on the
were
telly right now.
communicated? Not sitting well with area Congresswoman
Fix the
Nancy
problem,
Mace.
everybody.
Frustrated would be an understatement right now because
Okay, first of all, Nancy Mace, you don't have shit to do with F-35s. Do not come over here and talk about something. I'm disappointed. Bitch, you don't work here. It's not your job. You don't get to comment.
Representative.
Anybody in there telling you how stupid your fucking curtains look? All right.
I don't trust her. She hasn't got a bookshelf behind her.
Yeah. And what the hell is this mug all out of focus? Bad placement. Bad form.
our community
That's going on the new soundboard. Bad form, Peter. Bad form.
I like
deserves
that one.
basic minimum answers.
And Bangarang Rufio.
So far, neither Joint Base Charles
Oh, I said this on Speaking from the Center. Production note for all you guys who are watching this on YouTube. Hi, by the way. Leave a comment down below, and I want your comment to be what I need to redo the soundboard because I transferred all my drives, so everything's lost. So I have to redo everything. So I'm gonna add new stuff. So if you have new stuff that you want on the soundboard, put it in the comment down below, and I'll try to find it and add it in a reasonable amount of time. So probably by next year.
Excellent.
Sounds right.
Austin, nor the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, where the jet is part of the training squadron, are commenting on what might have caused the unexplained series of events. The FAA is also not responding to our request for comment, but is working with the military, local and state law enforcement, and the Civil Air Patrol.
They lost a fucking plane.
This incident,
I don't talk about that. It was here a minute ago.
Don't talk about Bruno. No.
That was the name of the fucking plane. USS Bruno.
The Bruno.
Oh no, it was the pilot that accidentally, as he was getting out of the cockpit, just knocked the little button that said autopilot and it fucked off. Oh, Bruno.
Bruno, not again. Who left Bruno plugged in? You can't leave him plugged in overnight. He'll start his engines and leave. God, now we gotta track him. Oh. Hey,
I don't have time for this. We don't have any money for this.
Here's the real question. If I was an F-35 and I had just escaped from the military, where would I go?
Canada?
Saudi Arabia. He's probably thirsty.
Yeah. Or just happened to end up in Ukraine.
Maybe he's bloodthirsty.
With a full complement of armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Or maybe
he's tooled up.
He's a rogue agent.
Or maybe it's fucking Starscream, and I fucking told you guys it was fucking Starscream. Where do you think he's He's gone to fucking Cybertron. That's where he's gone. It's fucking
exactly.
Left. He's in orbit somewhere.
Just hop the ride on the old space bridge up to Cybertron. Him and Megatron are now kicking it.
Yeah, him and Megatron are just fucking sucking back some sweet cube right now.
Yeah.
Mission was a success.
necking Energon like it's going out of fashion.
And 2 deadly crashes involving Marine Corps aircraft in the last month, the acting commandant ordering a safety stand-down of all Marine Corps aircraft for 2 days this week. NBC News aviation analyst Jeff Gazzetti says there's at
2
least
days?
one crucial resource
gotta be a week.
for getting some answers.
Didn't a young girl die as part of one of these crashes?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure I saw an 8-year-old girl, I think, got hit by something from one of the planes.
Oh, like debris?
Yeah.
Where's your binky? Hold on, I'm on binky duty.
Okay.
Binky duty. He said binky and duty.
There's Brenna, don't check the Twitch chat. There's a very disturbing comment in there.
All right.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I can't turn it off, guys. I'm sorry. Can't turn it off. All right. Yeah. So here we are. Your mans.
All right.
Your mans and them.
All right, buckle up, everyone.
Here we. Oh, that's got to go on there. Somebody put that in the chat or something. I need Heath Ledger's and here we go. I'm gonna watch that movie again. Every time I think about that movie, I have to watch it. It's so good.
It's a great film.
God, it's good. But yes, your man's from across the pond.
Not me.
No, that's your best friend. Don't you ever try to act like he's not your best friend. You guys went to primary school together. You love to play footy and beans on toast. I don't know. Friends.
Bangers and mash.
Yeah, friends forever. You have matching tramp stamps of each other's names.
To be fair, he is from just up the road from where I live. Straight up.
Hi, little baby. All right, I'll let you guys listen to his thing. I think I might be on diaper duty now. Be right back.
You got 2 minutes 45.
Plenty of time.
Hello there, you Awakening Wonders. Now, this isn't the usual type of video we make on this channel where we critique, attack, and undermine the news in all its corruption, because in this story, I am the news. I've received 2 extremely disturbing letters, or a letter and an email, one from a mainstream media TV company, one from a newspaper, listing a litany of extremely egregious and aggressive attacks, as well as some pretty stupid stuff, like my community festival should be stopped, that I shouldn't be able to attack mainstream media narratives on this channel. But amidst this litany of astonishing, rather baroque attacks are some very serious allegations that I absolutely refute. These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always transparent about that then, almost too transparent. And I'm being transparent about it now as well. And to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal that I absolutely deny makes me question, is there another agenda at play? Particularly when we've seen coordinated media attacks before, like with Joe Rogan when he dared to take a medicine that the mainstream media didn't approve of. And we saw a spate of headlines from media outlets across the world using the same language. I'm aware that you guys have been saying in the comments for a while, watch out, Russell, they're coming for you, you're getting too close to the truth. Russell Brand did not kill himself. I know that a year ago there was a spate of articles, Russell Brand's a conspiracy theorist, Russell Brand's right wing. I'm aware of news media making phone calls, sending letters to people I know for ages and ages. It's been clear to me, or at least it feels to me, like there's a serious and concerted agenda to control.
Oh. Was that Mikey? I don't know how he stopped that.
We lost it.
Oh, no.
Lost it. What's going on? What's going on?
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
They're coming for us now.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, well, just to sum up, I don't know why that's paused there, but this was a preemptive strike by Russell Brand to get ahead of an episode of Channel 4's Dispatches, which is an investigative journalism show where they look into stories about egregious things such as this. And he obviously was informed about it because this video was released the day before it came out. And he's basically planting the seed that they're all out to get him. They're all out to get him because he's getting too close to the truth and all this. And that's the narrative that he's kind of trying to supplant into his audience's mind. But he's been sort of like cultivating this new audience for years, in a sense of, in my opinion, he's been aware that something like this is gonna come out, and he's sort of like sown the seed of he's a truth teller and the mainstream media are out to get him, and now that this has actually come out, he's already got rows and rows and rows of people standing behind him, supporting him. So we knew that was going to come for you, Russell. You speak too many truths and the mainstream media don't like it, the establishment media or legacy media, whatever they want to bloody call it. But the truth of the matter is this investigation's been going on for 4 years. So in those 4 years, he's obviously got wind of this. Because if you look at how his agenda has changed from when he first sort of like started doing stuff on YouTube, he was all about the general election at the time, and Ed Miliband, the Labour leader at the time, even appeared on his show, and it was all sort of, he was very lefty, very sort of like right on and all that kind of thing. Then once all the movie roles stopped, and once he didn't get as much TV work as he used to, these sort of rumours have always been in the background that he's a bit of a lechy scumbag, and people don't like being around him. I mean, there's plenty of footage out there of him sort of like kissing women without any kind of consent and making a sort of joke about it and all that. And the women are all like, but if he's doing that in front of camera, what's he going to be doing when the cameras are not there? And the testimony of the 4 ladies in the Dispatches program, they all kind of corroborated each other, but they're all on different countries, different TV productions, but the MO was always the same. And for me, I think it's again hiding in plain sight. But it was all kind of part of that lad culture that sort of took grips in sort of noughties and 90s. And yeah, I just think he's the poster boy for it. And now it's all sort of coming out. He's having to backtrack quite a bit.
From what I understand, he could be seeing charges.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's already gone to another lady came forward and presented herself to the Met in London.
The Met is the police department.
The Metropolitan Police Department. Sorry,
not the
Metropolitan, not the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Are you sure, Mikey?
Yeah. She was a bit confused, didn't know where to go.
Yeah, she dressed really nicely.
Where do you want this oil? I got this large oil painting.
Yeah, so that's the sort of long and short of it at the minute, and it's just a case of now that the initial sort of mic has been dropped, it's just a case of seeing where everything settles. And I think there will be more people coming out, because as soon as people are brave enough to come forward and make these allegations, then if there are any other people that have had similar things, they will now feel empowered to come forward, because other people have already sort of like broken the seal, if you will.
Yeah.
So, and I think
that has definitely come from the Me Too movement. Really kind of pushed the idea of what is consent, and how, and even realizing what other people were doing to suppress that, like being able to come forward, being able to talk about it, not being believed, the survivors not being believed, and how to go about it. And so there's going to be a lot more, throughout the next 10 or so years, we're going to see a lot more of this bad behavior, this predatory behavior come to light. And it may only come one at a time. We had Danny Masterson. We'll have Russell Brand. Like, it's going to just happen, but it's going to leak out, and it's going to really realize what is going on and why it's still going on. And it's definitely it's good that we're seeing a lot of this.
But it's a shame.
This shit's nuts. This whole video that he was doing is insane. Like, it's crazy. Like, even the way that his hands are moving that he is so nervous.
Would you guys be horribly upset if I ran it back just so I could watch it? Because I didn't actually watch it yet.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we can go again.
I'll just yell over the top over it.
Hello there, you Awakening Wonders. Now, this isn't the usual type of video we make on this channel.
Oh, look at this fucking setup he's got. Oh, look at that. Wayne,
at least it's not the Mila Kunis one.
Wayne, tell me you've noticed the book here.
Yeah.
The Secret Teachings of All Ages. Funny you should mention all ages. You monster.
Channel where we critique, attack, and undermine the news in all its corruption, because in this story, I am the news. I've received two extremely disturbing letters, or a letter and an email. One from
a judge, yeah.
From a mainstream media TV company, one from a newspaper, listing a litany of extremely egregious and aggressive attacks, as well as some pretty stupid stuff, like my community festival should be stopped, that I shouldn't be able to attack mainstream media narratives.
This is called Chaff and Redirect.
On this channel. But amidst this litany of astonishing, rather baroque attacks are some very serious allegations that I absolutely refute. These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in
Preacher, right?
The mainstream. When I was in
watch my hands, I'm hypnotizing you.
You're getting very sleepy. Bill Cosby looking ass.
Newspapers all the time when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always transparent.
Did he just jump cut, or did my eyeballs just twitch?
I think it
It was a jump cut.
maybe.
I've written about extensively in my books. I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always
No way.
Can we roll back and do slow? Can we slow-mo that?
Way. Did you cut always consensual into 2 takes so you wouldn't be lying? Are you kidding me? No, Russell.
Always consensual except for the
No, Russie poo poo.
had were absolutely always consensual.
Come on, mate. There's no even reason to cut right there.
Right. Do you want to know another really bad allegation that came out about him? One of the alleged victims was a 16-year-old schoolgirl that he used to send a car to pick her up from school and take her to his house. And he was 30 at the time, and she was 16. Now, the age of consent over here is 16, but 30-year-old man, 16-year-old girl.
And the BBC was paying for the taxis.
Mm-hmm. Not that BBC.
Well, what's your genealogy?
I was always transparent about that then. Almost too transparent. And I'm being transparent.
What?
How can you be too transparent?
This shit is crazy.
How can you be more see-through than see-through?
Right. Either you are transparent or you're not. The other word is opaque.
You could be semi-transparent. You could be partially.
You said semi.
Semi-charm kind of life. Baby, I want
about it now as well. And to see that transparency metastasized into something
Lord have mercy.
Criminal that I absolutely deny makes me question, is there another?
You deny, not it didn't happen.
Agenda at play, particularly when we've seen coordinated media attacks.
So there's the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, everyone's so fucking worried about Russell fucking Brand.
He's getting so close to the truth, Mikey. He's just so close to the truth that they're trying to destroy him.
I'm getting so close to becoming British Joe Rogan. Like, dude, it's not happening. They're not giving you a podcast deal. It's not happening. I know you want the alien gruff, lick the toad guy grift, but Joe Rogan's not moving anywhere. And you got charges. Joe Rogan ain't got no charges. That's one thing y'all can't say about Joe. Joe ain't did no shit.
This is why he's gone on to Rumble. And the British Parliament wrote to YouTube and Rumble and asked them to, they asked Rumble if they would sort of like think about joining YouTube in demonetizing Russell Brand. And the owner of Rumble sent back a scathing sort of letter basically saying, shove it up your ass. We ain't demonetizing him. At the end of the day, like, Rumble's supposed to be this bastion of free speech. So they just went to Parliament and said, yeah, jog on. So that's why all these people are gravitating towards Rumble.
How dare you insult me with such a low bribe?
Exactly.
Like with Joe Rogan, when he dared to take a medicine that the mainstream media didn't approve of. And we saw a...
See, he's trying to couple himself. See, I'm the British Joe. See, I'm Joe too.
Spate
we're
of headlines.
Exactly the same.
They're doing it.
They're treating us the exact same way.
Would you let them do that to Joe Rogan?
Yeah, your God.
Your little itty bitty pee god.
From media outlets across the world using the same language. I'm aware that you guys have been saying in the comments for a while, watch out, Russell, they're coming for you, you're getting too...
Yeah. You know, if only he had like a production team to put those comments on screen.
Too close to the truth. Russell Brand did not kill himself. I know that a year ago...
Who? Bro, no one even knew. Like, ain't nobody thought about you. Your podcast was weird and we let you go. Like, at COVID time. Like, you've been on your own, bro. You've been hanging out with the weird kids too long.
Yeah.
But this is another part of the sort of the tapestry of his defense, in the sense of like he's where he is all sort of like hippy dippy, new agey, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He's kind of trying to shed that image that he used to have of the the laddie geezer who was shagging everyone that he could. Now he's all wholesome, married, he's got kids, and he's doing all these retreats and yoga and spiritual shit.
But he's still a filthy capitalist right winger at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's changed. He's changed massively.
It's all woo, in the sense of put these crystals in your butt and also sign up for my fucking meditation course.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I get the grift, dude. Like, the grift, like, Joe has his pills and weird shit that he eats. And you got fucking crystal butt plugs and breathing tapes. Whatever you got.
I really think
Whatever your thing is.
That's the big problem with like the social media kind of revolution that we're in, is that we're creating popularity where it shouldn't go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the influencer shit needs to stop.
Because they're not smart. They don't know what they're talking about.
And these like companies, they'll target people who have a lot of views, right? That's the whole point. And then they'll pay them, or they'll give them product or advertising dollars to do that, and to create basically it's like almost false advertising.
Yeah.
Like it's creating a market where there didn't need to be a market.
Yeah, you've only got to look at what do you call it? Jake Paul and his brother.
Yeah.
You got your
Logan.
Andrew Tate's, Logan Paul, your Andrew Tate's, your Alex Joneses. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's these people, they get a little bit of traction and they milk the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And then someone comes along, chucks a buttload of money at them, and then they're just everywhere.
Yeah, they create an audience. They use that audience to make money off of.
Mm-hmm.
Usually by some sort of brand. And then they continue using that audience to do whatever they want. They can sell their own stuff. They can create their own ideas and their own universe. And that's what happens. I mean, that's kind of the Joe Rogan way of doing things. That's how he became where he is right now.
Yeah.
And then you can get all the celebrities to go onto your show, and then create more and more of these conspiracy theories. I mean, it feels like Russell Brand is actually like, yeah, this is who I am. I'm now everybody's out to get me because they think I'm a conspiracy theorist. And I'm actually am. Like, he's admitting it.
Like, but you're a conspiracy theorist and we're after you. Like, they're both true, but just not for the reasons you say.
And the thing,
not because you're telling the truth, it's because you're nuts and you're causing problems.
It's because you're a criminal. That's why they're after you. You've committed crimes against people.
You can track the timeline from when he stopped getting movie roles, when he stopped getting booked on TV shows. There's a complete timeline where you can see him transitioning into the sort of like online space. And then from that period when he started going into the online space, he then started cultivating this new audience. And there's so much crossover between him, Rogan, Jones, Crowder, all these people. It's you could do like a Venn diagram, and he's like right in the middle.
It's that bro culture.
Well, then you got to put Peterson in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bro culture. It's this idea that the man needs other men to show their grievances about women, and then all of a sudden they have allegations against them for being predators. I mean, there's a reason, because their men friends won't be judging them, right? They're not gonna say, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. They're like going to encourage it. That's where this bro culture is. Again,
Yeah.
not saying all men do this, but this is a very thing that happens.
No, but
It's-
people gravitate towards that kind of thing. I mean, you only got to look at his last guest was Candace Owens. Now, if
When
she's
two
someone
grifts
who,
collide.
yeah, she plays up exactly like him, but from a different angle. She's trying to be the black conservative. Oh, look, we've got one here, guys. Yeah, we'll put her to the front.
It's a career choice.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then you get into this vicious cycle.
yeah. Grifter's
And
gonna
now
grift.
you're stuck. Now you're stuck.
It's almost as if I wouldn't mind the grift so much if the grift wasn't so
Blatant.
irrevocably damaging.
Mm.
Like, you can radicalize the shit out of some people with YouTube videos.
Yep.
Like, you can do some real damage to someone's psyche. Like with this whole the whole men's rights groups and the alpha male crowd, like the chuds, like all those dudes, chads and all that. Like, I in a way I see what they're upset about, but there's no way on earth I would handle my problems the way that they do.
You know what it is? It's
Hold on
they
one
don't.
second. Hold on one
Sorry.
second. So, like, instead of like solving your problems with your brain, if I can get enough people to agree that yelling and screaming away all of my issues is okay, then I guess it's okay. And they kind of like lull themselves into this like false sense of morality. And the same thing is the opposite. It's the reverse for women. It's the same thing on the flip side. I had to fucking take a break from fucking Twitter and all social media. If I saw one more fucking man-hating fucking post, like, dude, shut the fuck up. That is your experience is your experience. It's hard enough for everybody out here. You ain't helping.
Yeah.
You're not sparing somebody your tragedy that happened to you. You're just creating paranoia and general chaos.
It's because they want to feel special. Because and this is what I get
Right.
from pals of mine who every time it's like International Women's Day. Oh, when's International Men's Day? And I literally just text them back saying it's this date in November.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, why don't you hear like big fuss about that, do you? It's like, yeah.
Well, you didn't even know what it was, so you
Yeah.
didn't get mad last time it happened.
And then there's the other one, Pride or Black History Month or when's White History Month? Oh, just have a word. Oh, when's it going to be International Straight Day? Well, if you actually Google it, you can find it. You know,
there are days.
But yeah,
There's a day for
are days
everything.
But
There
it's
is a day for everything.
But because these are not well publicized, because who gives a shit? People
Only matters if it inconveniences somebody else.
Yeah.
Like if somebody has to stop doing something because there's a pride parade going in front of them, then that's an inconvenience for them. So now they hate pride parades.
Because just
right?
think of what a straight parade would be just to inconvenience gay people. Like, I don't know what or anybody who's LGBTQ. Like, I don't know what straight behavior do you think is going to, like, they act like the pride thing is just to annoy them. So,
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't even know if
It's
straight people
to
can't
push
annoy
their agenda.
like,
Yeah.
straight people can't annoy queer folk, and I think that's what bothers them is they can't get them back. Oh, you kiss your husband, it grosses me out. Okay, I'll kiss my husband, she says, and then it's like, well, that's fine. Damn it!
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't. They got
It doesn't
nothing.
bother anyone.
And
Yeah.
the fact
exactly.
that the fact that they can't get them back because I'll have fucking American flags. Oh, you mean a 4th of July parade? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have
4th
Big
of
Peter.
July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day.
I'm gonna get a big pussy flag. Oh, you mean oh, that's the lesbian parade. Damn it. No, that's the gay parade. Damn it.
There you
Damn
go.
it. Like, they got nowhere to be. So they just
Yeah,
like,
no.
fuck, I don't know how to celebrate being myself. And that's
As I
someone
say,
else's problem.
Right.
all these people that gravitate towards these grifters all want to be made to feel special. They don't feel special.
Yeah.
And these
It's not
people
that
come
they're
along and say,
included, it's that they're excluded.
yeah,
Right?
Right. I'm
Can we
not-
be
yeah.
included in LGBTQ plus activities? if you are not part of that community. Well, technically, yes, because it's about inclusivity. It's if you
It's
if
not
you
like yeah,
bitch about it.
Maybe they don't think they're allowed to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They think they're
It's like-
banned.
look at all
You're
these
not
look
part
at
of
look
that
at all these
community, you
people
can't
having
do that.
fun.
And
Look
I
at them
can't
having
go
fun. Why can't I
because
be
I'm not-
miserable like me?
Well, how
Because
come
it's
they get to have a
about-
parade? I can't go because I'm not gay. This is bullshit. And they're just
It's-
angry that they can't participate in the festivity. So they have to pretend to be gay.
Yeah,
Just to sneak in. Get the wine
it's-
spritzers.
it's hilarious.
Look,
Get me a woo
get
woo
me a
right
wine
now.
spritzer.
Oh, thank you. Here we go. She's
There we go.
connoisseur, man of the people. Vic Stryker in the chat says turtleneck ? Gross. Thanks, Tim.
Can we discuss this?
Yeah. So, what's her name, Wayne?
Yeah.
Huh?
Who's the young lady you sent the link to that you're all gussied up? Lower lip bite. You're not fooling anybody.
Yeah.
No one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was literally in my
Oh,
work
yeah.
t-shirt, and I just had
Oh.
to grab something to put on that I didn't need to iron, and this was in the wardrobe. So I just thought, fuck it,
You
chuck
know,
it
I
on.
don't have an iron.
Do you not?
No.
That's weird.
We haven't. Me and Kristen have been together for 4 years. We haven't ironed one fucking article of clothing, and I think our lives are better for it, and I think we'll live longer because of it.
That's just weird.
We haven't ironed
Yeah.
anything.
I have an iron.
I have to iron. I like to have a nice
Multiple irons.
razor sharp crease in my trousers.
That is the most boomer thing I've ever heard. You want extra starch so the pants can stand up by themselves in the corner. Wait for me to get back in them.
I could take them off and thwart my enemies with them.
You ready? You jump in and out of them.
In case you ever lock
No, I
your,
have to be lowered into them.
you got a bar. You got a bar that you just kind of shimmy down, like the
There you go.
exosuits and fucking what's it called, Alien? The
Exactly.
fucking the loaders.
Oh.
Yeah. Come down the old fireman's pole, straight into me trousers. Boom, I'm out.
That's some very Wallace and Gromit shit. And I think Wallace.
I was gonna go OG Batman. He used to go down the pole, didn't he?
Oh.
And then
I just remember something. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
live production happening right now. You
I just
see?
remembered something.
We don't need jump cuts.
Oh, this is So check this out. Your man's bats would be all over this. Is this a good video? How's this video? This video sucks. Don't worry, guys. This is so worth it. This is so worth it. Your man's Bruce Wayne has been involved with local PDs, and I just found this out.
We've got a brand new tool that's going to help our officers out on the street and keep everybody safe. It's called a bolo wrap.
We're implementing bolo wrap for the.
What?
Too fast for you to see. All right, look at his legs. And then look at his legs. It's a fucking bola.
Really?
It has like a little explosive cap and it fires a bola around your legs.
That is a Batman.
Bruce
Invention.
Wayne is pissed.
I mean,
somewhere.
he's got his utility belt on right there.
He literally has a utility belt with a bola on it.
He better have a grappling hook on that.
We're implementing bolo wrap for the first time at MPD. It's a new technology that doesn't use pain compliance to work. It prevents us from using taser, baton, pepper spray, which are
Pain
pain compliance
compliance.
tools, and we're excited to be using it. It wraps around a person, takes a Kevlar cable with hooks on the end, kind of like Spider-Man. wraps the
Kevlar.
person
Oh,
up.
Jesus.
Ooh, you ain't getting out of that.
That is frightening.
Can you imagine a full fucking sprint and they fucking gum up the works with this bitch? You're eating it. You
Well,
are
like
eating
they've got a laser line, not just a
Yeah.
red dot. It's a laser line. We're gonna fuck your legs up.
Right.
Oh,
We're just gotta make sure it's right below them knees.
Progress only in the chat. Imagine we're in like shorts and it's like humid. And here comes this motherfucker flying at fucking 200 feet per
Ow.
second, scrubbing all the hair off your legs.
Oh. And you're
So they
a
can't
bit
take a step,
clammy.
they can't move their arms, allows us to go in safely, take them into custody without hurting the suspect, without hurting the officer. Prevents us from having to take a person down to the ground, get into a scuffle. The thing with a bowler wrap that makes it unique is that it's completely different in shape and in size. It's not something that we're going to get mixed up. We know when we're holding on to this. We know it's not our gun. We know it's not our taser. We don't think.
There you go. You
Yeah.
use your fucking noodle to make something that doesn't just instantly unalive people instantly. Like, use your fucking head.
Yeah,
That man
surely-
gave you the whole blueprint. He took care of Gotham by his goddamn self. Use the
surely, as that's
blueprint.
not a firearm, that should be sort of commercially available.
No, you do not need that, Wayne. No.
Oh, fucking love one of them.
No. Every time Wayne's sitting there at goal, he's got one of those at the fucking in his back pocket.
No.
Fucking striker comes on a fucking
little,
fast break. Not
little
today.
Florence is running. He's like, no,
Yeah.
you don't.
Sit down, child. Where do you think you're going now? Dad, I'm going upstairs. Oh, no, you ain't.
Yeah, but getting them on the stairs presents a whole new set of problems.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Catching them whilst boloed. So I say take away their guns, give them bolos.
There you go.
Yep.
And hey, Batman didn't need a gun. Just gonna keep gesturing. Brenna, your mistress did not have to testify, and your boyfriend is free and clear.
it.
He is back on the streets, baby.
I wanted the mistress to talk. I wanted her to talk. I was a big fan.
I was kind of happy she didn't because I had an alarm set on my phone and I slept all the way through it. So I'm glad I didn't miss it.
I watched and watched and watched. She came into the building. They did the little little interview thing, and then she walked around, and then the previous witness was still being and she just left. So
Did you have popcorn though?
Yeah,
no, I did not.
I did. For one of the days I did.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we're getting trials are going to start in October, so popcorn will be made. Right, Mikey?
I got some.
Perfect.
Y'all will have to come over. I'm not mailing it. It's too far.
Didn't in the Trump stuff? Didn't two of them try and get tried separately for a speedy trial?
Nope. Yeah, they did, and the judge was like, "Nope, you good."
Yeah,
You're good, right where you're at. You're not going to federal court. You're staying your ass right here in Georgia.
I believe it's October 23rd is the first official Georgia date, and I think we'll be streaming it. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
If I'm awake, I'll be there.
And next week on Wednesday, what's the date of that? The 27th?
27th, yeah.
Yeah, on the 27th, there's the second Republican debate. So we'll be covering that on Speaking from the Center, and you guys can come hang out with us.
That'd be perfect. Perfect time.
And it's a bit of a round table. So if you're a streamer and you're cool and you want to come hang out with us, then we'll let you in.
Yeah.
And you can come on the streams.
Can I come in?
No.
Oh.
No green card. No debates.
You don't want some filthy limey giant joining in, do you?
As soon as I figure out what limey means, I'll tell you.
From the newsroom after watching Paxton's roughly 45-minute interview with former.
And shout out to WFAA. They covered every single day of this thing. They had great presenters for all the breaks and stuff like that. The chat was hilarious. Go Eric, go Stacy. If you know, you know. But they did a really good job covering all of this, despite at least 2 trillion trolls in the chat. So they were taking questions from the chat, and there was a bunch of trolls in there.
My OCD is flaring up. She needs to take a side step to the right.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Or he needs to back off.
Yeah.
He needs to back off. Yeah, I think him backing off would be better. We can see more of the screen. Yeah, back up, dude.
Fox News host Tucker Carlson, Matt.
Yeah, that's right,
obviously not
Chris. Izzy
listening.
Paxton reiterated that he's been under a gag order for months and said he's looking forward to telling his side of the story that started tonight.
How do you have a side of the story when your business partner is giving your mistress jobs, and then you're making your employees go after your business partner's business rivals? And it was Republicans that brought him up, but still he found a way to blame Democrats for this.
That's what they do, isn't it?
We
It's
didn't
the
even do
Trumpian
it.
way.
We didn't even do it. It wasn't even us.
Flip reverse.
We weren't even in the country.
We just voted. We just look. Your friends brought you up for impeachment. We just voted with
Right.
them. Not our fault. Be mad at them.
During the interview, Paxton pointedly blamed House Republicans, specifically the members who accused him of bribery and corruption. Paxton says he fears that his impeachment trial and this so-called civil war between Republicans will ultimately benefit Democrats in the long run.
We know.
It feels like Texas is going to be a Democratic state pretty soon.
Oh, boo. Wah.
Tucker Carlson has got the most punchable face in all of the land.
It's like a meat pie
No,
with a
where-
toupee on it.
Where's the Tucker Carlson drop? Mikey?
Didn't you hear the beginning of the show?
Where is it?
Look.
I think that's
That's special.
He's going to say it again. It's right here.
I think that's why it's so important that we fix things like the Texas House and we have a message that resonates with the voter, which we do have that message. But when you have this civil war inside the party that Dade Phelan.
Look, guys, the Democrats are going to win if you guys keep trying to prosecute me for the bullshit I'm up to.
Right.
Do you want Barack Obama in office again? We'll keep trying to fucking tie down my finances, and that's what'll happen. Just you wait.
You see Beto just sort of coming in the background and just going, hey,
Yep,
remember me?
Beto's definitely got his head fucking poking over the fence like Wilson
Mhm.
from fucking Tool Time.
Yeah.
Home Improvement. He's,
It just rocks up and just
Somebody
salutes.
need me to help?
Thunder in Paradise.
And Karl Rove have created because they don't control it. I think
He's so vapid.
Oh my god, he doesn't. His eyes don't like open all the way.
It's like, is he sort of, is Charlie Kirk cloned from him?
Yes. James May has the most perfect word for Tucker Carlson's face. Gopping.
it leads us down a very bad path.
And Paxton says being acquitted on all 16 articles of impeachment has re-energized him.
They're in the
and
same
he's
coat.
Look, man, times are tough. He's got a lot of mistresses to pay off. And this dude lost all of his orange throughout the trial. He came in there looking like orange on day 1. Now look at him on day 10. Not so much.
Yeah, but look at the level of brill cream in that hair.
Oh man, look at this. This guy here is Rusty. Rusty tried, man, but Rusty was talking so damn slow they ran out of time about halfway through all the witnesses.
back to work, but the trial didn't erase his looming legal issues. Paxton is facing a felony securities fraud case.
Jeez, look at his
Look
hair.
at that. Look at
That's not hair. That's
just
painted.
that's just chip fat. It literally is.
It's just they just paint that stuff on him.
He has a small baby calf in the parking lot that does his hair every morning before he goes to.
Do you know what? I reckon
yeah.
I reckon he's like seriously bald, like his sunroof's well open. So what he's doing is he's getting instead of
racking
doing
it
a comb over, he's just doing a comb back.
Yeah.
Slick back.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never
It's
know.
creates like a helmet kind of thing.
That motherfucker is
Stormtrooper.
crispy as shit.
Case in federal court, and the FBI is looking into some of the accusations that surfaced.
He has to watch out for the downforce that his fucking hair, fucking his little whip in the back.
During his impeachment trial, Paxton told Tucker Carlson he expects the attacks to keep coming.
If they could, they'd put me in jail. I don't think they're going to stop. I'm 60. I'm only going to be around for, 20, 30 years? I don't want to walk away from
Be
this
lucky.
and leave my kids and my...
Fucking full of himself, isn't he?
Talking a big game there.
grandkids.
You going to 90, are you, big man?
I just gave up and said, fine, let them do this. I'm not going to, even if they punish me for it, so be it.
You know, innocent people don't really say "so be it" very often.
Yeah.
I know. If I didn't do something,
He seems a bit resigned.
Yeah, and everyone kind of like was accusing me of it. I know the first
Like,
thing out of
it's
the last
okay,
thing out of my mouth would be, "Well, just lock me up for it anyway. Who cares?" Like that's not ever happening. I didn't.
I've had a good run.
Yeah,
It's fun.
So are you
We'll do
taking
it again next time?
Are you taking this punishment as recompense for all the shit that you got away with? Is that what this is? Like, okay, I'll take the 2 years for that one. Yeah. 2 years? Yeah. That's the least of my worries.
Mm-hmm.
Kira agrees.
He'd be very popular in prison. Oh,
Well,
so
I don't know. He's a lawyer.
You're a rich man, are you?
He's a lawyer. I don't know if he used to be a prosecutor. I've been waiting for you, Paxton. It's been 35 years. You made your career off of me. And now I got you in cell block D.
Through the chair, I ask you, do you agree that traditional Catholics are violent extremists?
I have no idea what the traditional means here. The
Catholics,
idea. Let me
Catholics
just.
that
can
go
I
to
answer
church.
May I answer your question?
So, shout out to Merrick Garland. Should have been on the Supreme Court anyway.
Yeah.
This dude gets asked the dumbest questions I've ever heard, and they never ever let him answer. So he sat up there for 8 hours not being able to talk, and I was like, "That is the most frustrating thing I've ever seen in my life." What's going on there, Wayne?
I was just looking at his name. I was trying to work out if it was Van Drew or Van Drew, like two separate words.
His name is Van Drew.
Right.
Drew. That's the last name.
Wayne zoomed in. Maybe his
No, I
name's
was
Mr. Tiffany.
Maybe.
That's a
It
nice
was a
name.
weekend.
Mr. Tiffany. Wow, they call me Mr. Tiffany.
That's Mr. Tiffany to you, punk.
But
Yes
the
and no.
idea that someone with my family background would discriminate against any religion is so outrageous, so absurd.
Mr. Attorney
Oh, he's hot.
General, it was your
Merrick
FBI.
Garland is Jewish, so that
Yeah.
usually
Oh, you triggered him.
yeah, that's hot right there.
Yeah,
he's hot.
His voice is breaking. He is pissed.
He's hot.
You would like to come over that desk.
To any religion is so outrageous, so absurd.
Mr. Attorney
It's hard to
General, it
even
was your
answer your
FBI
question.
that did
that
this. It
rage
was
is
your
real.
FBI that was sending, and we have the memos, we have the emails. We're sending undercover agents into Catholic churches.
Both I and the director
This
of
is
the FBI
the-
have
So here's, for people not in the States.
The fuck was that?
We just got raided.
Oh wow! Hey everybody,
Hello, Raiders.
welcome.
Give the people what they want. Wayne, welcome our brood. Oh, Wayne, you're looking good for the. Oh, that's why he's dressed up. He knew this was gonna happen.
All right.
It's pretty.
Oh my goodness. I don't come here to get insulted.
Rico Suave.
Well, you do.
Everyone tell Wayne how handsome he looks today. He looks very nice in his turtle. What's that pattern called? You got
I don't know.
Cuban links.
I don't know.
It's cable knit.
Cable knit, yeah, because I'm classy like that.
Like Adam. You got Mr. Dope says hi, Wayne.
Hey,
Legit
Mr.
Underboss
Dope.
Jimmy Thomas says nice turtleneck.
Thank you.
Oh, you got some claps. I don't know how to say
I've
that
not
one.
got the clap though.
See, well, I don't know, Wayne. The night is young and so are we.
How are we all doing?
Hey, thank you, Mr. Dope. Air horns. I love air horns.
Mr. Dope is good people. I ain't spoke to him for a little while though. Ain't been in there.
Oh, we got a lovely message from Vic Stryker. Wayne is still a git.
Right.
There you
Cheers. Cheers, Vic Striker, if that's your real name.
Ooh. Answer the question, Vic Striker. Wayne's still looking at the fridge. Yeah, if you guys follow, he looks at the fridge. I'm not saying you guys should all follow so you can see the GIF. But if you do follow, it will pull up on the screen.
For
It's
fuck's
good.
sake.
It's good
I can't
stuff.
believe we've still got that.
No, it's
How
good.
can I get rid of it? I can't
It's
get rid of it.
good. That's history.
It stays forever.
I got no
It's our
fridge.
culture.
I got no fridge in the living room now, so I have to
Not
make do
yet.
with this beam coming out of my shoulder.
Now, Wayne,
Merry
I want
Christmas,
you to
Wayne.
Wayne, I want you to look under your seat.
No.
Now go to your front door
And open up the package. Tons of money. There it is. There it is.
Fuck's sake.
There it is.
Oh god.
CW Coffee,
Round of
awesome.
applause.
Is that how I say that? CW
Kaufman, yeah. He's
'Cause
good.
I almost
He's
said
good.
I almost said the C word, and I was like, I'm being had. I almost said.
No, these lot are good. They're not gonna mess with you with silly names.
I mean, I
They're not
would
that.
if
They're
I
not
was
that
them.
juvenile.
They should be. It's fun. It's good fun. All right.
Yeah. Should we get back to Garland?
Okay. Thank you, everybody. We love you. Oh, Vic Striker. Thank you for the biddies. Appreciate you. Oh my God, it's taking over the screen. He's a madman. All right, Merrick Garland's going off.
Would discriminate against any religion is so outrageous, so absurd.
Mr. Attorney
It's hard to
General, it
even
was your
answer.
I'm not going to front. Vandrew is dressed very nicely. I don't like the ring, but everything else is good.
Yeah, it's a decent jacket.
Yeah, it is. It is. I can't even shit on it. Like I wanted to, but he's dressed well. Damn it.
With a nice lilac tie.
Mm-hmm. Lilac or plum? What would you call that?
I'd lilac.
That's lilac.
FBI that did this. It was your FBI that was sending, and we have the memos, we have the emails. We're sending undercover agents into Catholic churches.
Both I and the.
Okay, even if he did do that, why would I tell you on TV?
Right.
Yeah.
Did you have a secret plan?
They're
By
undercover.
the way, isn't the FBI known for putting undercover agents into organizations?
Yeah,
I
it's kind of their MO.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Kind of part of it.
How many spies do you have and what are their names? Like, that's not
Right.
how spies work.
No.
Yeah.
None if
They're
I
not.
tell
They're
you.
not.
So you see, we're circling back now to the stealth jet that no one could find.
You guys want to see the
Stealth jet. You're
guys
not
wanna-
supposed to find it.
You want to see the jet again? Hold on.
Yeah, what jet?
It just makes me happy. Oh.
This is so sad.
Nose down, not that much.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Oh.
It's my first day.
Oh, he just crashed.
You know what I think his problem is? He shouldn't have nosed down. I don't know why he nosed down. Yeah. No,
It bounced up. Oh God.
but he should, if anything,
That's
lower
not
your
good.
lower
He
your
didn't-
thrust and put the nose up and let your butt hit.
So you need to bring the throttle like straight down. I've told my students like it may seem kind of strange when you bring your throttle down and it doesn't want to go, but you go straight down.
Cut it
Because
off.
that's what happens. Because I have had that happen where when you bring the throttle down and the aircraft still wants to go up, and if you don't stop the propellers, what happens is that it'll bounce up and then get right off of level, and it'll crash right down.
Yeah, you don't.
Except
you don't want to
mine
do
was
that.
a little smaller scale, and nobody was harmed in the
And I'm guessing it didn't cost $100 million as well.
a fraction of that.
Well, when else are they gonna have a chance to use these fucking parachutes?
He was actually testing the parachute. The safety systems were actually
Oh.
the target.
Yeah.
Maybe his throttle's stuck.
Oh shit.
I'm out.
You'll never take me alive.
Oh my God, the seat just goes flying into the highway. That seat's like 180 pounds. It's fucking
Yeah.
crashing. Oh
Yeah.
God.
And a lot of money.
We got distracted.
It's
Can you guys
all
focus
led.
up and stop getting
The
distracted?
FBI have said that we
director of
were
the FBI.
appalled. Have said that we were appalled by that memo.
So then you agree
The
that they're not extremists?
We were appalled by that memo.
Are they extremists or not, Attorney
Jeez.
General?
I think that
Are they extremists or not?
What the?
Not Attorney General.
Everything in that memo is
Are they
appalling.
extremists or not? I'm asking a simple question.
Wow.
Say no if you think that was wrong.
He's answering your question from 5 questions ago.
Yeah,
Are
shut
not
up.
extremists. No.
Listen, you dumbass.
Can you let me say no? The
Yeah.
shortest word. Can you let me say that?
Yeah. Give me a chance, buddy.
Wayne, you're on the spot. Who's Cassidy Hutchinson?
Not a fucking clue.
Good. That's why I brought up this video to remind everybody.
There you go.
Hutchinson, that the plans for the president to come up to the Capitol had included discussions at some point about what the president would do when he came up to the Capitol on January 6th. Let's look at a
It must be hot in there. They're all kind of shiny.
clip
There's a lot
one
of
of your
lights in there,
interviews
man.
discussing that issue with the committee.
Yeah.
When you were talking about a scheduled movement, did any
What'd you say, Brenda?
Lots of bodies. Like, bodies.
I thought you said lots of hotties. I was
I
like,
thought you said hotties as
I
well.
was like, what the fuck, bro?
Brenna, it's taking a turn.
I didn't know you were watching the impeachment trial for the fucking baddies on screen. She's looking for Bay.
anyone say what the president wanted to do?
I gotta put like a little ding sound on the soundboard. Note to self. For when we wink at the camera, we need the Team Rocket ding.
When he got here?
No. Not that I can specifically remember. I remember hearing a few different ideas discussed with.
Oh, this is longer than ever. Hold on.
Yeah.
When I went in, he shut the door, and I noticed Bobby Engel, who is the head of Mr. Trump's security detail, sitting in a chair.
She's Trump's personal assistant. Was Trump's personal assistant. She was there on January 6th. That's who she is.
Yeah.
Here's why
And she testified in the hearing as to what was said and done. And it was kind of this big deal because, well, her age is so young. She's a Trump voter. So not like a Democrat feminist trying to get back at Trump. It was literally like she was there to testify about what happened.
Allegations to tell you about from a really important voice, someone we've covered a lot around here, and a crucial January 6th witness. According to The Guardian, former Trump aide Cassidy Hutchinson reveals in her brand new book that she was groped by Rudy Giuliani on January 6th, the day of the insurrection.
More lecherous old men.
Keep your hands to yourself. You can't afford no more lawyers, Rudy.
Yeah. He's one of yours this time.
You are broke. You can't have no new charges. You need to go sit your ass down in a rocking chair and paint your forehead.
Stop your hair melting.
Yeah. Like to talk to Mr. Shadow on that phone again.
Wow.
Damn, Rudy, you can't do
this
shit
is
right. You just
bad. This is bad.
Remember that time he was in the meeting and he farted in court? Oh, what a guy. He's that old, he don't give a fuck.
He's Hey, if you guys are millennials, please consider running for office. Or else these motherfuckers are just going to be floating in orbit around DC until we get rid of them.
Behind the scenes of the rally that preceded the Capitol attack. A spokesperson for Giuliani denies the allegations. Hutchinson, according to that.
Notice she said spokesperson, not lawyer, because he can't afford lawyers no more.
Mm-hmm.
He's $1.5 million in the hole.
Hasn't he been debarred as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Reporting describes the former New York City mayor.
Well, he can work.
His only job is being Trump's lawyer.
Hey.
That's the only one he can get.
He could break the picket line, go put some cars together.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he can go write some scripts.
Exactly.
Drew Barrymore's hiring.
Drew Barrymore.
Election conspiracy theory peddler.
Drew needs somebody.
This way, quote, like
she needs somebody not afraid to walk over a line.
a wolf closing in on its prey. More from that Guardian report, quote, describing meeting with Giuliani backstage at Donald Trump's speech near the White House before his supporters marched on Congress in an attempt to overturn the 2020 election. Hutchinson says the former New York mayor turned Trump lawyer put his hand, quote, under my blazer, then under my skirt, end quote. We're back with Molly and Caddy. I'm sorry you got the...
Bro.
You're on telly.
Yeah. Who do y'all think y'all are?
Fucking Bono's just rocked up.
Gross. Like, why?
On what planet does she would she want that to happen to her from Rudy Giuliani's crypt keeper ass fucking crackly death's door hands with liver It's like Mr. Burns tries to slip to second base on you. Like, what?
She can do better.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Without even looking at her Tinder page or her profile.
I don't know anything about her likes or dislikes or even her preferences. No. Get your hands away from the young woman.
Even if she listened to country music, I think that she'd be able to find a life partner more suitable than fucking Rudy Giuliani.
Fucking country music.
Maybe somebody with a job and not in debt.
Not millions of dollars in legal debt. Trying to catch charge number, 27 or whatever he's on? I don't know. I don't even know where he's at now.
The gross block.
Think he does.
So two things. I mean, Cassidy Hutchinson testified before Congress in taped depositions and live for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And after her first interactions with the committee when she was represented by someone on the team.
I mean, I'm not surprised by any of this. And remember, we saw Rudy do this in the Borat movie. So there, I mean, there's like video. It didn't take much to get him in that bedroom.
Surprised. That's the problem.
Like, it's bad when Borat is telling you about your elected officials.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like nobody's shocked, and that's the problem. Is that this should be a bigger deal than it is, right? I mean, because the pattern of behavior suggests that he does end up attacking young women. There's a pattern of behavior.
And for a man who was wearing a dress in the early 90s to turn
trying to hit on Donald Trump, by the way.
Yeah.
Trying to hit on. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Why didn't you could have just put a dress on and went after Donnie again. You'd have to go after fucking Cassidy. Donald's into him.
She already has problems. She's already a Republican. Like,
she's had to work for fucking Trump for 4 years.
She's
left, right, or center. That poor fucking girl. Like,
nobody deserves that kind of treatment. And I'm serious. Nobody deserves that kind of treatment from anybody else, especially somebody who is in a position of power.
Right.
She has enough problems being a Republican. She doesn't need more problems about being, molested by Rudy Giuliani of all people.
I'm America's mayor. Fucking asshole.
Fucking crazy.
How'd that do for you, buddy?
Yeah.
All the reporting about Donald Trump is, misogyny and bad treatment of women and calling his friends' wives on the, very, nothing.
I wish you would.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you would call Mrs. Famine. Boy.
That is honorable in any way. So I actually got kind of a chill.
Be pissing blood and shitting teeth for weeks. What'd you say, babe? Yeah, she can eat.
Too, thinking about these two men and this girl who's young and pretty terrified in the middle of what?
Yeah, isn't she like 23 or some shit? Like she's like young. Rudy, get your little.
It's creepy.
I'm not calling him Rudy no more. I'm calling him Igor from now on.
Igor.
Little humpback cretin behind Dr. Frankenstein.
Is an insurrection.
Yes.
And I mean, it was like something out of a movie a little bit.
Yes,
It was something out of
Master, the plans.
Do you remember I think back to when I started out working in the kind of early 90s and thinking this is what you had to do, and being so glad after Me Too that my daughter didn't have to go through what I went through, and then thinking, oh, this description is the kind of thing that we sort of, people of my generation or older thought was just normal and what you had to put up with to go to work. And I thought that...
No, fuck that. You do not have to put up with that shit. You tell me where they're...
ever put up with that shit.
You tell Dada where they're at.
Have you seen the breaking news in chat? Breaking-ish news.
Lindsay's statement from coming to Congress. Really? All right, I'm on it.
Here we go.
But do talk amongst yourselves about your best friend Igor.
Oh my God. Like, he needs to be put away just for the safety of others.
He's a danger to society.
He is a danger to society, and there has to be more that comes out, because he's not a nice man. And it's that poor young person has had already problems dealing with, the Trump White House, which she described what happened on January 6th, and that was enough for me. And then you add on top of that being molested is disgusting.
But look who was the man in charge. He's a facilitator, an enabler.
And we just talked about this. It's that bro culture.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you put enough people who are okay with this behavior, then everybody else can behave that way.
Yeah, and they all sort of like back each other up. Just like, that's all right.
Some of them might even encourage that type of behavior on other people.
Exactly.
And it's sickening.
But it's nice when horrible people get found out.
Don't try that shit around the Famine Clan, because we fight bullies. Even if we lose, we still fight you.
Yeah.
I don't care if I win, but you're getting a scar.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This just in. Thank you, Progress Only.
You've expressed your confidence that Congress will, in the not-too-distant future, pass the necessary $24 billion in funds that you say are necessary going forward in Ukraine. By what date does that need to occur to not have any impact? What is the urgency, and how soon does that need to happen to make sure that there is no let-up in the effort to help support the Ukrainians?
Well, just to be clear, the supplemental funding package that we put forward to the Hill was for the period from the end of the fiscal year to the end of the calendar year, basically September 30th to the end of the year. So there's not a single dollar amount that is necessary for all time. We need funding to keep going, meaning that if, for example, the Congress passed a shorter package, you could have a proportional amount or a longer package, etc.
New package need to be passed.
We will want to see additional funding for Ukraine after the end of the fiscal year, so after September 30th.
I'm not seeing
meaning
it yet.
that we would like additional resources from the Congress on October.
If we pass, what date would there be a disruption, given the fears about this not passing?
Well, I mean, there's a sliding scale of disruption, but the day after.
He's got like one hair. It's driving me fucking crazy.
It's right in the middle of his
He
face.
funds laps
Like,
or run.
Just
You're going to just be doing this all day. Just go. Just do this.
He should borrow some of that other fella's hair stuff.
Oh, shit. That shit would
Slather
last
it
in a
on there.
hurricane.
Now, at the end of the fiscal year, there would be a break if we do not get the funding starting October 1st. That's why we are making the case to the Congress that we should see additional funding at that time.
Yeah. Congress Speaker McCarthy, as has now been reported, turned down President Zelensky's desire to speak for a joint session of Congress. Obviously, they control Congress, you don't. But what do you think that says to the American people if Zelensky was not given that opportunity, given the stakes that you say exist right now?
I've read the reports that. I haven't heard it directly, so it's hard for me to comment or speculate on it. What I will say is that President Zelensky just spent hours up on the Hill with Democrats and Republicans, and not just behind closed doors, but out in public, to be able to explain his case and to stand, frankly, with members who want to also make the case that this should continue. So I keep saying basically the same thing.
Too nice for my taste.
I'll tell you, that Zelensky fellow, he's got some fucking air miles in him, hasn't he? He's all over everywhere.
He's got all the points.
Yeah.
All the airline points are his.
Oh, yeah.
All your base belong to me.
He's got enough for a crystal decanter set now. And a carriage clock.
But
How do you know he doesn't have that?
But does he have enough for an F-35?
Let it go, Mikey.
Oh.
All of a sudden, all the F-35s are in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Here,
just like
you take these defaulty thingies.
All these missing stealth jets.
We out. I know that's terrible for them, but that looks like so much fun. It looks like fun, but I imagine it's not fun to be thrust out at fucking a couple of 100 feet per second from a standstill. All right. Well, I think that's all we got. Someone thank the patrons.
Thanks, patrons.
Thank you, patrons.
Become patrons if you want to be thanked.
Yeah, if you want to be thanked individually by Brenna, she'll come to your house and thank you and bring you a box of muffins.
I was going to bring grilled cheese sandwiches.
No, because Tim's
From
not
Tim.
letting us have any of them.
I go to Tim, pick up the grilled cheese sandwiches, and then distribute them to the new patrons.
There's currently a Connecticut embargo on grilled cheese. Good luck getting fucking any of that out of.
Yeah, you're not allowed to take it out of state.
Yeah.
You have to have a special presidential seal in order to take them.
Yeah, you'll be stopped by U.S. Marshals at the border crossing.
As promised, we're out of here, y'all.
Woo!
Happy anniversary to my lovely, lovely wife. I love you, baby. We're dancing out of here. You're gonna go hang out with Sweet. Make sure you like this video because we're definitely getting demonetized and probably gonna get a copyright strike, but it's all good, baby.